Cubs. Let's start right now.
Winter. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points.
St. Louis Cardinals, ERA, first place. Saves, fifth place. Walks allowed, first place. Home runs allowed, first place.
This group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play
Chad Jerko!
Next.
Hall of Famers are at the ballpark. It's time for the first game at Busch Stadium. The Cardinals, the Scrubs, right here, right now.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join
publicly dressed announcer John Hewlett.
And now,
your World Series champion, St. Louis Cardinals. New banner has risen high. It's time for Cardinal baseball. Cubs going with John Lester, who pooped himself, and Adam Wainwright. Cardinals going with Adam Wainwright. So, we got a guy who pooped himself versus one of the best pitchers ever. Okay! This is going to be interesting.
With that,
there's whiny bitch Joe Madden.
Lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, Matty,
Hayward, Russell, Bryant, Rizzo, Schwarber, Contreras, Zobrist, Lester, and Tillotson all pooped themselves because they were afraid of what's going to happen when they lose to the Cardinals today.
Over 45 home runs. Let's hope he can keep that up this season.
Cardinals going with Adam Wainwright. He's one win with no losses, 1.5 ERA, one game, 6 innings pitched, allowed one hit, no walks, and he struck out 14 people this season.
To get those next 150 starting here.
Waino, 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 Waino.
And with a quick breather here,
Carpenter, Diaz, Wong, and Pujols along the infield. Holiday, Fowler, and Beltran in the outfield. Molina behind the plate. Let's go Cardinals!
He's better suited at third base. Very sure-handed. He's got a good enough arm to play over there. And I think he's a bit
Here's trader Jason Hayward.
Into the box is leadoff man Jason Hayward, and we are ready for baseball. Now in the home opener as the first pitch is in there for a called strike one. Eric Karros, we take a look at this Cardinal ball club as they enter play this afternoon.
Strike two.
They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
And as usual, it all starts with the pitching. I mean,
ground ball, foul.
The offense, it's done its part too, but you don't run into a lot of 6-game win streaks where you're just out.
That ball is hit to right field. Beltran will catch it
right there is
for the first out.
One away.
and there you see the numbers from his
Wainwright, his last start.
His
What?
First win of the season in that
He
ball
pitched
game.
more than
So
one
he'll be
inning.
looking
What
for
the
number
fuck,
2 here.
Gabe? What the fuck?
Settling in now, Addison Russell. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And that's missed for strike one. Temperature about what you'd expect for this time of year. 56 degrees at first pitch.
It's
in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes. Is Mr.
That
Earl
one
Hendricks.
popped up.
Yep.
Molina
Earl
is
a
there
well-liked umpire, all-around
for the
baseball
second
by
out.
both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of what you hope for.
That's a frustrating at bat for him.
Now, he's got to be
That's what you get for
thinking
being a
he let one
Cub.
get away there because, that's a pitch
Oh,
he should have
God.
been able to handle.
Here's Chris Bryant
Chris
now.
Bryant will get his first opportunity now.
Overrated.
Pushing up near 350 to start things out.
Overrated.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Wainwright into the windup. Here he comes, 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back in.
Struck him out.
Retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It's the Cubs nothing, Cards coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Cardinal.
Now, Lewis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Fowler, Beltran, Pujols, Molina, Fowler, Beltran, Pujols, Holiday, Molina, Carpenter, Diaz, Wong, and Wainwright are Matheny's starting lineup. The Scrubs are going with John Lester, once again, who poops himself. He has 1 win, no loss, no ERA. He's pitched in 1 game, pitched 9 innings, 6 hits, 2 walks, and 10 strikeouts.
EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this will be his second start of the season. In his first start, he already got himself in the win column. He'll be looking to add to that here.
Bryant, Russell, Zorbas, and Rizzo on the infield. Schwarber, Tilson, Hayward in the outfield. Contreras behind the plate for the Scrubs.
Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this defense is rock solid up the middle. They've got a Gold Glover at second base.
And here's Dexter Fowler. And he used Tide to get the shit out of his jersey coming to St. Louis. And Tide, it gets the shit right out.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Hit hard to short. Gloved by Russell. And he's retired here, 1 away.
1 out. Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch!
Carlos Beltran will stand in now. And as you can see
here's
here,
Carlos Beltran now
in the National League in round trippers.
And he's also in the top 10 in batting average and RBIs. So not just hitting those home runs. He's having a great year overall at the plate.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. High and deep to
Beltran!
right center field.
Deep! Right center! Goodbye! Home run, Carlos Beltran! 1-0, St. Louis.
A solo shot.
Let's go Cardinals!
7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Seventh home run of the year for Beltran. Go crazy, folks! Go crazy! Happy line! Happy line!
This is a situation where you throw a fastball by a guy once, you start thinking, I can do it every time. But once he got a good read on what that thing looked like, he was ready for this one.
Here's Beltran now.
Here's Albert now.
First baseman, Albert.
As Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. That home run being called a 426-foot shot. Now this
Pujols! Deep! Right field! Goodbye! Home run, Albert Pujols! 2-0, St. Louis.
A solo shot for Albert Pujols. Number 10 for him on the year, as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
Early on here, he's having real trouble locating his pitches. I mean, this is another pitch that's biting off way too much of the plate. They've roughed him up for 2 home runs already, and we're not out of the first yet.
Here's Matt Holliday now.
Will stand in, and he's having a great season so far, currently 5th in the National League in home runs.
Hey Chicago, your team is gay. The Cubs are gonna lose today.
Swing and
Holiday,
also hit
deep
well.
center.
Deep center.
Goodbye, home run.
How about that? Back-to-back home run.
Tic-tac-toe, 3 in a row. Cubs suck, and now you know why.
It's a solo home run for Matt Holliday, number 392 of his career, and the Cardinals lead it now 3-0.
Boy, oh boy, that's now 3 straight home runs. Back to back to back jacks, and we're only in the first inning. And now, I wouldn't be surprised to see that bullpen spring into action because it's really tough to endure this type of inning and then go on to pitch.
Here's Yadier Molina. Say it with me, guys. Yadi, 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 Yadi. Yadi, 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 Yadi.
First offering on its way. Swung on, and this one's
Yadi,
in the
deep.
air as well.
That ball's down. Yadi will head for second, possibly. Yes, he will.
And he's able to
Yadi will say at second with a double.
Reach here with a two-base hit.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it
Here's
up.
Carpenter
7
now.
straight games now with that hit.
Matt Carpenter will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks number 2 in the National League in home runs.
And near the top of the league in slugging. So that means he's
Carpenter.
doing more than just
That
hitting
one's
the ball
down.
hard.
Yadi
He's
will
also
round
getting
third, head for home. Carpenter on
Here
second.
comes Molina chugging around third. The run scores
We'll
from
score
second.
another run.
That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
4-0 Redbirds.
Batting seventh.
Here's Diaz now.
Diaz will stand in with an even 300 average here in the month of April.
Come on, Aledmez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Aledmez swings.
A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield
Now bring up
single.
Colton Wong, the Cardinals' second baseman.
Colton Wong will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over
Johnny, probably going to
400
Atlanta.
begin the campaign.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career,
Carpenter
so these are the years
back
you
to third
really
base.
expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
And Wong gets
And
to
they'll
start
extend
second
the lead
again.
even further as the runs in to score from third. Now a 5-0
And
lead.
here's Adam Wainwright,
Pitcher.
Cardinals' starting
Adam
pitcher.
Wainwright gets a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone.
Well, you know, some pitchers...
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. A ball ticketed for right center, but the ticket is revoked as he goes up to pull this one down. We're back at Busch Stadium.
5-0
right
after
this.
1.
Anthony Rizzo stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
Wainwright looks in. First pitch on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Now you have to figure he's going to be pretty relaxed out there on the mound. His guys struck for 5 runs in the first, and you know that's music to any starting pitcher's ears.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
When you're down by 5 runs, you pretty much know you're going to see a lot of strikes. I mean, pitchers don't feel compelled to do a whole lot of nibbling when they've got that big of a cushion. How is he not pulling the trigger?
Standing in
Because he's
now,
a retarded
Kyle
Cub,
Schwarber.
that's why.
Here's a ball skied in the air near the line, back behind first. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
We could hear him all the way up here in the booth. Just a big old, oh, that's what pop-ups will make you do.
Wilson Contreras will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. And he powers the cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Cubs
Scrubs nothing.
Dexter Fowler will start things off in the home second, and they got to be licking their chops after that first inning output.
Yeah, and I think if you're a guy getting your second at-bat of the game and it's only the second inning, you know things are going pretty well.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Under it is the center fielder. 1 down.
Fowler's over 2.
And if ever there was a guy who needed to get a leadoff guy out to start an inning, this is him. I mean, after those 3 home runs in the first, I've got to imagine he's still feeling a bit shell-shocked out there.
Hit sharply on the ground. Throw gets him 2 down.
Beltran 2 out.
The first base
Here's Pujols now.
Albert Pujols will stand in. The winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for first baseman in the National League. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center.
Get up, baby, get up, get up.
Darn it. Fielder, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And here's the left fielder, Matt Holliday.
Holliday now.
Oh, and he turns
Holliday! Deep!
And his
left field! Goodbye! Home run, Matt Holliday!
So a 2-run shot for Matt Holliday. Career home run number 393 as this lead swells to 7-0.
Yeah, make it 4 home runs as a team now after that last one, and this guy's led the way with 2 of those 4. I tell you, I wouldn't give this guy anything to hit next time around. He's just
Here's Yachty!
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose.
We're going to
gets down
eat him
and
too.
got himself a base hit.
Here's Carpenter.
Matt Carpenter will dig in. Last year's recipient of the Silver
Hey, your
Slugger
ERA
Award
is
for
flying
NL
high
second
now,
baseman.
Lester. What are you going to do about that?
Set, here it comes. Oh.
Carpenter! Deep! Right field!
It's
Goodbye!
A shot, folks. A long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Nine nothing, St. Louis, and the 9th home run for Matt Carpenter, number 13.
How can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Good kitty. Good kitty, Lynx. Good kitty. And here comes whiny bitch Joe Madden to pull his pitcher.
And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers.
Shower time, shower time, shower time for you. Shower time, shower time.
Is going to come on now here in just the 2nd inning, so
Here's
he'll
one.
likely be asked to work a few
He'll
innings
pitch
here.
against Aledmus Diaz.
Stepping in now, Diaz.
Colton Wong on deck. So
Hit hard to short. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Lynx. Lynx.
Colton Wong did his job in his first at-bat, laying down a successful sacrifice bunt.
Well, a pretty productive
Lynx.
at-bat last time, like you said, Matt. But right here with 2 outs, we're going to have to see if he can maybe find a gap and drive in a run.
Not in time as he steals second.
Well, these guys have definitely got the running game working here in the early part of the ball game. You know, this is another stolen base now, and they're really running with ease so far.
Hit hard
Wong.
towards second.
Oh, he's
A great
been shut
diving
down
catch here will end
by
the
Ben
inning,
Zobrist.
and he
He's
might
been
have
shut
saved
the
a run
fuck
in the
down by a
process as well.
scrub.
That's as good a play
That's
as you're gonna
gotta
see
be
a second
embarrassing.
baseman make, and he does it to end the inning. More ahead from St. Louis right after this.
Beautiful downtown view of the St. Louis Arch along the Mississippi River in downtown St. Louis.
On the show, Ben Zobrist
now.
lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Into the seats, 0-1. Wainwright's ready. Here it is on 0-1.
Fouled off.
Chop foul over towards the dugout.
Hey, Lynx. It's becoming a big
Into
kitty.
the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Let's go, Cardinals!
Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
And after that 4-run inning really broke this thing open, now as a pitcher you have a luxury of going right after guys. You don't have to worry so much about making that perfect pitch. If you give up a hit, big deal. You got a cushion behind you.
Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Hit out towards second. Wong barehanded. He's out.
Oh,
what?
Number 16 will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. Doesn't mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
The windup and the 0-1. This one's
popped up
toward right center field.
Wong is there
for it. And the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They're
dancing
down
Fredbird
9-0. Adam Wainwright digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on them.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it, the center fielder. 1 away.
1 out.
The center fielder, number 25.
Off day, Cubs, Diamondbacks at Pirates.
On the show, as you get a look right there at where we'll be in the upcoming 7 days.
Here's Dexter Fowler now digging it for St. Louis.
Dexter
on the bubble.
Will step in now.
Vinny Grishik's ready to come in just in case.
His first 2 plate appearances. First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second.
And that's it for Fowler.
Is there. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Here's Beltran now.
Carlos Beltran will stand in now. A Silver Slugger recipient for National League outfielders a year ago. This is skied out to deep center.
Beltran deep to center. Get up, baby. Get up. Get up. Gone. Home run, Carlos Beltran. Second home run of the game for Beltran.
A solo shot here for Carlos Beltran. His second of the game as the blowout continues.
You want to talk about an offensive explosion? That's 6 home runs.
Hello, you're live with Trevor of the Ice Mask Gang. It's a home opener from Busch Stadium. Cardinals, Cubs, right now. 10-0 St. Louis in the 13. And here's Albert Pujols.
Here's Albert now.
Pujols is going to ground it to the shortstop.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Cards add on just a bit, courtesy.
And Fowler going over 3, trying to bring Grandal Grishik in.
In to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
Your attention,
yeah, still looking for their first base runner too. 9 up, 9 down.
Rendell Grichuk is into the ball game now as he assumes duties in center field. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Cardinals have Wainwright with them today.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location. But, he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Addison Russell stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Wainwright gets the sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Into the windup and the pitch. Grounded to the right.
Wong.
Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Matt Holliday set to lead things off when we come back. It's the Redbirds 10 and the Cubs nothing. And
there's Holliday now.
Matt Holliday now. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
These guys have swung the bat extremely well in this one.
Holliday.
They have to be careful, though, about getting comfortable.
Get up, get up, get up.
Good!
Good!
A wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. It's a solo home run for Matt Holliday. Number 394 career, as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Hey, here it is. His third home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
And here's Yachty.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Hot shot towards the hole. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. Stepping
Here's
in,
Carpenter.
He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Oh, and guys, he absolutely hammered that pitch. When you're talking about a long home run, they all count the same, but goodness gracious was that thing hit.
Now the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. One there. And we're going to have ourselves a little discussion about that call, as here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout. It looked from up here that the shortstop had the ball but dropped it on the transfer. And you can see the umpire saying just that very thing. But I believe the manager has a dissenting opinion here, so he'll have his say out there before he returns.
There's Mike Matheny had to argue.
Diaz
why?
steps in with 1 in, 1 out,
I would have challenged it personally, but
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
I'll bring up Colton Wong.
Colton Wong comes forward for another shot after being robbed of a hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it was an absolute showstopper. All you can do is get back up there and try to hit the ball hard once again.
But this
Wong
will not
lines
get
out.
There deep
Make
enough
him
as
0
it's
for
run
2.
down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out. Adam Wainwright gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat
Wainwright
right
on the
here.
bubble.
You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Number 16.
So time to get the
retreats for
bullpen
track,
going.
And he'll put this. Anthony
One for the
heads
7th.
box to start off the 5th in this one.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. Weak grounder back to the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th.
The catcher, number
Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
Yeah, one pitch away now from getting through.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Rendell Grichuk will stand in now, a late entrant to the ball game, as he'll be making his first plate appearance here in inning number 5. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Carlos Beltran.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sliced hard on the ground. And that's in there for a base hit. His 3rd hit of the game.
Let's go, Cubs. Here's Albert now.
Albert Pujols strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. From the stretch. Hot shot on the ground is short.
Oh!
He can't pick it up cleanly. And
bases loaded for Yadi. For Holiday, sorry. Bases loaded for Holiday.
Matt Holliday will stride in again as he looks to join a very
Here's the pitch to Holiday.
They take you back to earlier. This was home run number
Bases loaded, no outs. Holiday.
Just a select
up the middle, single.
4 home runs in a single game.
Bases will remain loaded for Yachty now.
And they won't push things here as they'll hold the second runner at third, so they're loaded now with still nobody out. So these guys have now scored in each of the first 5 innings.
Yachty has a chance right here for a grand salami.
Scores at least 1 run every inning. Our crack staff tells us it's happened 7 times in the National League, most recently by the Rockies in 1999. And that's in there, base hit.
1 run will score. Here comes Albert.
And not in time as the second run scores.
And this offensive explosion continues.
Here's Carpenter now.
14 runs in the game. You can't even count that high.
Austin can't even count that high.
Right now, what do we got to do to
inside double play strategy?
Sacrifice attempt here. And he'll reach first to make the play on it. Diaz digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield here would be big for these guys. It could score 2.
Alemán, dig! Left field! Grand slam! Alemán, Diaz! Grand salami! Grand salami!
So promptly unloads the base.
Grand slam!
This lead got even wider.
Two nothing. Diaz with the second home run of the season is a grand salami.
Oh, and well, you could probably follow the thinking on the mound right there. He's got the bases loaded now. He doesn't want to fall behind, so he's just going to try to get that first one over to start the at-bat to try to get ahead in the count. And that's going to turn out to be a decision he's going to regret, because this guy is sitting on the first
18-0 St. Louis.
Grand slam.
Colton Wong will stand in. Swing and a liner. Foul.
On the verge of being knocked out of the game as well.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Back goes Hayward, and this will kick off the fence now up against the Cardinal
Wong hangs for third for a triple.
And they'll keep the pressure on here. He's
I'll bring up Wainwright.
Adam Wainwright will stand in with a golden chance here to help himself out with a runner at third.
And he knows this is a definite strikeout situation. So the big key here is at the very...
And they'll put the tag on him for the out, but he'll at least get an RBI out of it.
It's the first out.
Coming to the plate again, Rendell Grichuk, as he'll bat for the second time
19-0 St. Louis here in the 5th.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble.
In trouble it is.
First, heading for second now. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And a Wide throw as this one gets by him at
It's
the
a
bag.
triple for Randall Grishik.
Good opportunity for him.
Second triple this season for Randall Grishik.
Second triple over here.
Carlos Beltran is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning. Belted high and deep into right center.
Belted by Beltran. Deep center. Goodbye. Home run, Carlos Beltran. Touch 'em all.
So a 2-run home run for Carlos Beltran. His third home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is. His third home run of the ball game.
Here's
He's having an
Pujols
afternoon
now.
to remember so far.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 5.
Here's Albert now.
Pujols.
As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The left fielder,
Matt Holliday comes to the plate looking to do something only a handful of players have ever done. Hit 4 home runs in a single game.
And this is exciting.
Holliday. Deep. Center. Goodbye. Home run, Matt Holliday.
No chance to make a play on that one.
Matt Holliday.
It's a solo home
Multiple
run for
different.
Matt Holliday. Number 395 for his career as they just continue to pour it on here.
Incredible. I mean, if I wasn't sitting here, I wouldn't believe it myself. The 4 home runs now in 1 game.
Here's
In the history
Yachty
of
now.
baseball, this has happened like, what, 16, 17 times? What a show he's put.
Molina.
Now that ball is smoked.
Deep. Left center. Goodbye. Home run. Yachty. 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 Yachty.
Field, 8th home run on the season for him as this lead got even wider.
Yachty. 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 Yachty.
Apparently, these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now, he's got another home run right here. Now, obviously, this pace won't last, but, man, he is hitting everything in sight.
Here's Matt Carpenter. He swings and crushes it. Oh, my, there is no doubt about
Carpenter
this one.
home run.
And they've done it again. Back to back to back.
Tic-tac-toe. 3 in a row.
Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues.
Oh, and what's got to be running through that pitcher's mind right now? He already served up back-to-back home runs. You know he's feeling lousy. Then he throws one pitch to the third guy, and it gets hammered. I tell you, they're just jumping all over him right now.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Another good inning for the Cardinals as the usual sea of red love what they're seeing. We're back at Busch Stadium right after this. Ben Zobrist will stride forward to lead it off, and I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
And Wainwright able to get ahead with the breaking pitch for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Eduardo Escobar will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Too high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a first. The first ball they've taken the entire game. Sound the trumpets.
Tap down the line. To his right, Carpenter. Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now. 2 away.
Number 16.
Number 16.
Pitch number 50 from number 50.
In the ball game. And this is fouled back and out of play. Cubs to this point
It's fouled off, and here we go, pitcher 51.
Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now, 0-2.
Well, it's becoming pretty clear that that's how they want to attack him. Run that cutter in on his hands, hopefully get him to hit something down on the label.
And
he
struck him out.
So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. A scoreless half inning. Trevor Cahill will come on now to try and sort this mess out as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings
still
here.
On the bubble.
And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box.
Over Buck Showalter, the Cardinals' new first base coach.
The 0-1 delivery. Ripped on the ground to first.
And
Rizzo is there, and he'll take this to
we'll
the
bring
bag.
DeJong into play second.
For the first
which
out.
means
The pitcher number 50.
Adam Wainwright comes to the plate now.
Here comes Jed Jerko up to swing the bat for the Cardinals.
Jed Jerko is out of the dugout now as it looks like he'll come on and hit for the pitcher Wainwright.
Yeah, he's got that big lead and a chance to get deeper into this ball game, but he needs to make sure he stays focused because sometimes that competitive edge can dwindle.
Nice work by Jed Jerko, getting on base and a pinch hit. Okay.
Now batting.
Rendell Grichuk tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see how he follows it up here.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again.
See if he can show off his power this time, actually.
Smoke toward third. Bryant is up with it.
Double play.
Zobrist. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. This one pretty much all over, but the
Mike
shouting
Leake
as we check
coming
our
in to
game
pitch.
summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Mike Leake will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Jason Hayward is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
Chopped foul right at home plate. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Chris Bryant will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Chopped in front of home plate. Molina scoops it up. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. We'll see Carlos Beltran lead it off when we get back.
Beltran,
7th inning stretch
Pujols,
time here at the
Holiday.
ballpark. St. Louis is out. There is Carlos Beltran. He'll stand in against Trevor Cahill to get the inning underway. Taken high and deep to right. Hayward looks
Get up, baby! Get up! Get up! Get up! Gone!
And goodbye. This one
Home run, Carlos Beltran.
A solo shot here for Carlos Beltran. His 4th in the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
You want to talk about instant offense? How about the first pitch of the inning? He's just hoping to get ahead here with a first pitch strike, but now all of a sudden, he's got a guy circling the bases.
Albert Pujols will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. That smoked, but right into the shift. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Matt Holliday will stand in yet again, and he's looking for history
5 for
now.
5.
We take you back to his last home run. This was his 4th of the ball game, and it needn't be said that 5 in a game has never been done before. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
Yachty now
will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point.
The run will score. Here comes Holliday.
And the run is in to score from second.
Travis Wood being coming in for the Cubs. He has 3 games, 2-0 record. ERA 0, 2.2 innings, 2 strikeouts.
Travis Wood.
Matt Carpenter will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the
double
ball
play
game.
strategy.
We flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single.
Now batting, number
Diaz
36.
steps in with 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here.
Well, he's just stroking it, Matt. I was watching him earlier
Can't do
in
double play
batting practice, and he
strategy
looks
again.
good, but I didn't know it was going to be this good.
And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
Fullback Wong.
Ready now, Colton Wong. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim.
Brennan DeJong.
Number 11 will grab a
Paul
back
DeJong
pinch hit,
coming in
and
to
he'll do
pinch
so with
hit.
a couple of runners in
St. Louis.
scoring position here, but with 2 out in the inning. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber moves over. And that ends the inning. Number 11
Taekwondo
will stay in the
coming
ball
for
game
St.
now as
Louis.
he comes on to play second here. Number 26 will come in and
Number
pitch now.
11. Now pitching for the Cardinals.
Anthony Rizzo stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Well, a couple of good swings back to back, but nothing at all to show for it.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So with 1 gone in the 8th, we get a look at our line score, and I promise not to jinx anything, so I'll just invite our viewers to check out the hit column for the visiting team, as that promises to be the story for the 8th and 9th innings. Kyle Schwarber stands in as he looks at a called strike.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Wilson Contreras will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And the first baseman can't get there. 0-1, here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts.
In the
Not
inning.
too shabby. More ahead from St. Louis right after this. Luke Voigt is going
Luke Voigt's coming in to pitch for St. Louis.
In the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Now a big
Voigt! Deep! Left center! Goodbye!
Long gone.
Home run, Luke Voigt!
So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 10 for him on the year as this lead got even wider.
The internet.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
Here's Randall Grichuk.
Center fielder, Randall Grichuk.
That's a swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Bases are empty here, nobody out.
27-0 St. Louis.
Line drive to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
Grichuk on his way to second.
On his way to second now. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Here's Beltran now.
On a terrific performance in this one. Carlos Beltran. He's 5 for 6 to this point. Wood sets. First pitch on its way. Hits it high and deep out to center field.
Get up, baby, get up, get up. Gone on the Freeze's lawn for a home run for Carlos Beltran.
2-run shot to straightaway center. His 5th in this game as the blowout continues.
Well, if you're the fan that winds up with that baseball, hold on to that thing. That is now 5 home runs he's hit in one game. And that has never been done at the major league level. Somebody get Cooperstown on the line. They're going to want to hear about this.
5
There's
home
Joe Madden
runs.
up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Pedro Strop will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just
Here's
try and
Pujols
keep
now.
this deficit from growing any larger. Here's Albert now. Hard hit ball towards the hole, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
The left fielder, number 7.
Matt Holliday digs in, and here he comes again. 4 home runs already under his belt and looking for number 5.
And Matt,
There's a
Holiday! Holiday! Holiday!
Fly, a no-doubt home run. It's a solo home run for Matt Holliday, the 396th of his career, as they just continue to pour it on here.
well, we can show you the replay here, but I'm not all that convinced that this ball has even come down yet. Goodness gracious. This is a fastball that he absolutely barrels up. And with his
3-0 St. Louis.
this ball's going a long way.
Fouled back. 4 runs here in this half inning. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
Third baseman, number 13.
Matt
Here's Carpenter.
is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
He's Aledmys Diaz now.
Diaz steps in with 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here. Scorched to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Trevor Rosenthal will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless. Ben Zobrist stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And he is
struck him out
again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a
hat trick of Shatton, baby.
Every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Miguel Montero comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Rosenthal's ready. 1-0 on its way. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And if he can come
in
here
Rosie,
and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody gonna touch him.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. And he struck him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, there's the true definition of a power arm out of the bullpen. He just reared back and said, go ahead, try to hit it. And he blew that 4-seamer right by the guy.
Into the box, number 16. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first-pitch fastball for strike 1.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with
final strike.
This is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning.
And that's a...
Struck him out! Perfect game!
This one's headed for the record books. A combined no-hitter.
And you know what? This is actually even more rare than a complete game no-hitter. It's a combined no-hitter. And now that's not something you see every day. In fact, that was like back when 6 pitchers no-hit the Dodgers.
Perfect game.
Can anybody think of when the last time they saw that?
Perfect game!
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Matt Holliday. 1 for the ages. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to
We'll see you guys next time.
He's as deserving as anybody.